Varanasi is probably the place in India that has the most intense impact on visitors. Seeing the thousands of pilgrims wash and bathe in the sacred Ganges to purify them and wash away their sins will leave a lasting impression on you. Come and watch this Hindu holy city with us. Varanasi is the spiritual capital of India for the Hindus, who make up 80% of the population. Varanasi is not for the novice tourist, because the streets are very hectic. Tuk-tuks, rickshaws, bikes and motorbikes fill the streets, as well as the occasional cow. Colors, smells and sounds fill your senses to overflow. Every street in Varanasi leads to something interesting or incredible. Varanasi, known as where the supreme light shines, sits on a bend of the Ganges, and its spiritual significance comes from its status as a crossing place, where gods and goddesses can descend to earth. It has been a pilgrimage site since the 6th century. Hindus try to visit at least once in a lifetime, to pray and bath in the holy river. The Ganges here is inky with ash and sewage and festering with dead cows. But the religious drink the river, because nothing can sully the purity of Ma Ganga, the river's goddess, who rides a crocodile. The ghats in Varanasi are embankments made in steps of stone slabs along the riverbank, where devotees wash away sin or cremate their dead. A sadhu is a holy person in Hinduism. He or she is solely dedicated to achieving moksha, liberation from the cycle of death and rebirth, through meditation and contemplation of Brahman. Sadhus often wear simple saffron-colored clothing, symbolizing their renunciation of worldly possessions. A sunrise boat ride on the Ganges is a journey into an alien universe of waterfront rituals, including prayer, river baths, laundry, and outdoor wood-fired cremations.
For religious point of view, another god is not important. There is no any movement.
A parade of ghats line the riverside, giving it probably one of the most impressive sights in the world. Sail past all the ghats and stop at the important ones. Hindus believe that dying here and getting cremated along the banks of the holy Ganges River allows one to break the cycle of rebirth and attain salvation, making it a major center for pilgrimage. Some 30,000 people a year are cremated here. Exceptions include victims of snake bites, kids under 7 years of age, pregnant women, and sadhus, because they are blameless and don't require the purifying fire. They are floated down the river instead, or sunk there with stones. Depending on the size, 150 to 200 kilograms of wood is needed to burn the body completely. The widower, or close relative of the deceased, is dressed in white and his head is shaved bald. Body parts that are not completely burnt when the wood is used up are thrown into the river, along with the ashes. Witnessing bodies inside burning pyres recycle into the Vedic elements of their origin, earth, ether, fire, water and wind, is inevitably thought-provoking. On the Dashashwamedh Ghat, a Hindu prayer ceremony called Ganga Aarti is held every evening, just after sunset. A group of priests perform Agni Puja, meaning worship to fire, as a dedication to Shiva, Ganga, Surya, sun, Agni, fire, and the entire universe. Seven priests each sit or stand on their own platform, facing the Ganges and the setting sun. Blow a horn, fan incense. Petals are scattered. Or wave a cobra lamp with fire. Prayers are sung, accompanied by the ringing of many bells. Meanwhile, vendors walk on the boats and sell trays with flowers. You can view the ceremony from the river on a boat, as we did, or from the shore. According to Hindu mythology, Lord Brahma created the ghat to welcome Lord Shiva. Lord Brahma is also believed to have performed a special horse sacrifice ritual there, in front of a sacred fire. Puja is a worship ritual performed by Hindus. Devotees light the oil lamp as a sacred prayer in the form of making a wish and set it afloat on the holy river. A girl asked if he wanted to buy a sacrifice bowl with flowers and a candle in it for the Ganges.
ओम चंदनस्य महत्वपूर्णं पवित्रं पापनाशनम् आपदाहर्ते नित्यं लक्ष्मी वसः सर्वदा धर्म कामाद सिद्धये नमो नमः चंदनस्य महत्वपूर्णं पवित्रं पापनाशनम् आपदाहर्ते नित्यं लक्ष्मी वसः सर्वदा.
In no time we were asked by a priest, or more or less forced, to sit on a rock.
Yes, good karma. This hand puja.
Yeah, your husband
My
wife.
husband Shiva Parvati, Indian religion, much hard puja. I am holy man.
Then he started to recite a mantra, and we had to repeat it.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivaya.
Ganeshaha,
Ganeshaha,
Kali,
Kali,
Durga,
Durga,
Ganga,
Gaga. Of course, we didn't understand half of it at all.
long life,
Long life,
good karma, उमामहेश्वराभ्यां नमः ॐ विश्वेश्वराय नमः.
Then we both made their offerings in the water. Of course I tried not to touch the water, which is more than 250,000 times as polluted as normal.
Mangalayatano Hare.
We had to kneel on the rock and we got a string around her arm, red with orange. Leonie on the left arm, me on my right arm.
Rache Machala Machala.
Now the children will come.
Kashi Yatra, Divyatra, Paripurnamastu. All family, long life. Shiva Parvati together. Good karma. Some people 1,000, some 2,000, some 5,000. This marriage puja much hard power. I am holy man. Here every day, here evening time.
A little further up there were men in the water doing the laundry. It was from a laundry, as women only do their own family laundry. And men who do laundry are always from a company, the guide said. Strangely enough, they put the large towel on the dirty sandy soil to dry. You would say it doesn't make them any cleaner. The old city, a maze of tiny alleys, has several temples, including the Golden Temple, which is only accessible to Hindus. And many cows who have traffic priority. In Hinduism, the cow is a sacred animal. So no wonder there are so many of them in Varanasi. They share the streets with about every other thinkable creature and vehicle. Be prepared to rub shoulder with it all. In Hindu mythology, the animal is depicted as accompanying several gods, like Shiva, who rides on his bull Nandi, or Krishna, the cowherd god. Bharat Mata Temple, also Mother India Temple. Visitors walk in to the site of a massive topographical map of the undivided Indian subcontinent, built in marble on the floor of the hall. With no prescribed rituals to follow, the temple invites the visitor to contemplate the idea of India for themselves. The Shri Durga temple is painted red with ochre to match the colors of the central icon of Durga, the goddess of strength and power. Inside the temple, many elaborately carved and engraved stones can be found. We saw several Hindu wedding parties, so it must have been a favorable date to wed. The arrival of the groom and his party to the ceremony site is celebrated with great joy. A Hindu marriage is a sacrament, not a contract. The bride's garments will be red. The beautiful patterns and richness of the color with gold embroidery in her outfit symbolize commitment and fertility. The Ganesh Puja ceremony, that commences the wedding events on the first day, is usually an intimate event with only close family in attendance. Sanath is only 10 kilometers from Varanasi, and it's the place where Lord Buddha had preached his first sermon, and which is now a spiritual place of mainly stupas, shrines and temples. There's a large 40-meter high stupa, and in front of it are the ruins of a monastery. Here and there monks sat among the ruins, praying towards the stupa. The pilgrims from many countries walked around it clockwise and stuck gold paper on it, which was taken off again at the same speed. Many pilgrims were dressed in red, orange and yellow, but some also completely white. Also visit the museum, which houses a collection of valuable ancient scriptures and artifacts related to Buddhism. This place is one of the 4 holy places of Buddhism. If you liked this video, subscribe to our channel and watch the next video.
Dream
Explore and travel with us.